Hey guys, it's Tony here with episode 78 Behind the Hunt podcast. This week's episode is going to feature new comic books from 1/16/26. Yes, the ultimate Endgame blind bag fiasco is come to a conclusion. Not yet. Stay tuned. After the intro, we'll get into this and more. Hey guys, if you did not know, Marvel's big end of the Ultimate Universe 5-part storyline just came out. They had a blind bag spectacular, True Believers blind bag, I think is what they called it. But they had problems with the distribution. So imagine taking the box that the distributors or the printers put the new comic books in using the same boxes. And I'm going to show you a bag right here versus a regular comic book. And the regular comic book is smaller because it fits in the bag. So their idea was to stack them in the boxes of the normal comic books like this and like this. So what happened is they were shipped to the comic book stores like this. So you had all the weight from the books being put in a box, putting creases on the spine right in this area. And a lot of them are damaged. So if they were doing them in stacks of 25, maybe the interior 10 or 15 wasn't damaged, but wherever they got crisscrossed, held spine ticks. Nikki, how are you doing? He's telling me I'm boring him already. Well, I'm sorry. You know this and more. But so we got a couple blind bags here. We are going to open them here at the end of our video. So stick around. See if we can get lucky and get a sketch or a 1 in 1,000. Or we've gotten some good stuff. I do want to let you know that Marvel had approved a credit on any of the damaged Ultimate Endgames. You have to rip the cover off, and they had to be returned for a credit. Have not heard an update on if they're going to reissue it or reprint it or get it back to us. So if you've got one of the covers that you got with some spine ticks, I'd hang on to it just because you don't know if they're going to replace that. We don't know. They haven't made an announcement or not. But if you got multiples, if you got extras, and you just take them back to your comic store and ask them if it's still enough time for them to get a credit on those comic books. There you go. That's it. That's all. That was my beef on it. But it is a beautiful day. We're expecting a huge snowstorm this weekend. Maybe a lot of ice. We don't know. Nick and I got to go out. We've got to get our truck ready to go so we can do de-icing. You know how that is. Get ready for the start. We're on call this weekend, so it'll be exciting. All right, before we get going, all these new books will be down at our booth in Stokesdale Marketplace. You got to go down to booth 47. We put this week's top 10 up on the wall. We put this week's new releases up on the wall, and then we take everything off the wall and we put them in our back stock. And then we take a small stack of back issues that we put back into our back stock. So we always are constantly refreshing our stock at our booth. We had to do a huge shout out, a gentleman named Ross. How are you doing, my friend? He was the big buyer this weekend. Holy crap. We set a sales record this weekend due to a fellow comic book collector coming in and getting the stuff that he wanted. So Ross, reach out to me through the channel, through Nikki. We can always work things out. We can bring stuff to you, or because we'd like to deliver anyways. But check us out every new week, new comic books. And Nikki, what were you saying? Oh, get to it. Sorry. Here we go. So we're going to look at something happened, Nikki. So we're going to go down to Nikki, it's hurting me. So Michael and I came in here yesterday and we did a Godzilla pull. We did get a good hit, Nick. We opened up 2 boxes, but unfortunately we numbered it 77 of On the Hunt. It's not 77 on the hunt. It was meant to say 77 behind the hunt. So that's why if you're what the hell, Tony? That was Michael's fault. I'm blaming Michael. Nikki wasn't here, so I can't blame Nikki, even though I could blame you, Nick. All right, let's get going. This is the new story arc of Absolute Superman number 15. I can't wait for this. This disappears now. So there is an help me. there is an absolute craze going over all these Batman books, and then Superman, Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter and Green Lantern. People are going back and they're all flying off the shelves. Back issue bins are emptied out. New pricing for these books is insane. So you've got to go to your LCS and you've got to put down for your absolute series so you can get first printings, second printings, third printings, whatever they have left so you can enjoy the story. I do know they're going to put trade paperbacks out during these story arc conclusions. So if you missed out on the earlier Superman, check your back stock at your local comic shop. Ask them if they got second, third, fourth, fifth printings, just so you can read it. But this stuff is just awesome. So there we go. That's my big absolute. Batman. This is what the continuation after Hush 2. This is a beautiful Matt Fraction story. Love this one. Issue number 5. And I did pick up this variant cover I by Jimenez. That is a gorgeous design variant for DC. And if you are not on DC KO, there's a huge superhero villain brackets, not really teams, but some of them are teaming up. This story is awesome. There's some trickery in here involving the Joker, as you could tell. I don't want to do any spoilers, but this main book is worth a get, honest. I'm not getting all the crossovers. I'm not getting all the battles, but this one is my favorite. This is also going up in value. Night Fight. It is where the current Batman and future Batman are all fighting. It's really well written, and it tugs on the heartstrings and things that characters should have said to each other through the years. They're saying it to. It's really good. I'm sorry, I'm not getting emotional. We've got Dungeons of Doom #1. That's cover A. That's continuing the Doom miniseries or maxi series, you want to call it. This is what they find in the Castle Doom's dungeon. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I did get the Red Hulk variant, cover D by Shaw. And then I did go back and pick up the Will of Doom, issue #1, cover D by Green. That is just a sick foil variant cover. I don't buy all the covers, mostly, but I did buy these two. So look at this, Godzilla #6, loving IDW's main Godzilla title. Do you recognize that? I'm so disappointed in my comic community. My local LCS said a lot of people didn't recognize what this was, but it's just a tribute to the death of Superman, and it's actually done by Jurgens and Breeding. It's a beautiful cover, so I did get that variant. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Godzilla times Godzilla, however you want to say it. Issue #2. That is an awesome combo Godzilla reflection. It's like when you see Hulk in Dr. Doom's mask. So there you go. There's a continuity here. Hey, Marvel Zombies. This is the Red Band trailer. A little gruesome, a lot of blood. This is a really good series. It's issue #4. And then we've got Nova Centurion. I am enjoying this. Hopefully we'll get a Nova series on Disney Plus or maybe a movie, but this is a really good storyline. I think this is the last issue. Predator kills the Marvel Universe. This is awesome. I don't have any else in stock. I think I have a couple variant covers, but issue #5 is the climax. Awesome. Love it. And then we've got the Red Band Punisher, issue #4. This is really good. Don't get that confused with the other new Punisher series, but I'm going to move that out of the way. Oh my goodness. We have got Rivals, the City of Heaven. That is #1. That is cover B by Ferrari. That is cover D by Warren. And then look at that. Luna Snow World Tour. First look at Rivals Disco Revolutionary. That's a final order cutoff book variant. But that is gorgeous. That's cover D. This one's cover E. Like that one. And then cover C by Sakai. That is awesome. And then cover B by Coelho. And then the cover A by Momoko. This is that's a different one. Sorry, I just ran right into it. But it's good if you're a Rivals fan from the video game. Now you got content, they got stories, they got the art from the video game. Plus, we love Peach Momoko here. A lot of cool, good times to be a rival connoisseur. I don't know what I was trying to say, Nick. I got lost on looking at the art. Mark Spears Monsters. This is freaking awesome. Kind of tells you how the monster came to be. I'm not going to ruin anything, but it's sad. This is cover A, one of 20,920. That's a beautiful looking one. And then you've got cover E. That is one of 9,380. And then cover B, I'm missing a couple. Oh, C and D are the ratios. I didn't get a ratios this one. Too bad. But cover B is one of 13,150. Love that cover. Oh, and this is the new Sorcerer Supreme. Dr. After Dr. Doom relinquished the Sorcerer Supreme title, Wanda's there to step in and fill the void. That is a beautiful cover C by Rose Besh. We follow her on Instagram. I love her art, and we always collect their covers. So I definitely recommend going out and checking her portfolio. Check her out on Instagram. But I got two of cover C by Rose Besh. All right, let me get that out of the way. I just got so many books. And yes, we're taking these down to our booth at Stokesdale Marketplace. These books are, I think these are some from earlier in the year and a couple left over from last year. But this is Spider-Man number 19. This is a great story. This guy right here, Hellgate, totally beat the snot out of him, and in the process of doing that, sent him to the other part of the galaxy. And as you get into the story, it's been flipping back and forth what's going on in New York City with Harry and Ben Reilly taking over the reins of Peter Parker and Spider-Man while he's in space. You've got Wretched in here. You've got Rocket the Raccoon. You've got Symbi, the new little symbiote. It's really taken off. So we'll show you a cover here in a little bit. But great story. Definitely recommend it. Love Amazing Spider-Man. That's my Ride or Die series. But look at this beautiful cover by Bermejo. Cover B. Love that one. Stay tuned towards the end. We did get the ratio variant of that, which is freaking gorgeous. I love this 60s Ramada throwback. Cover C by Romero. Oh, speaking of Symbi, look at that. Beautiful cover D by Pichelli. And then Torn. This is a story that happened while he was in college. This is a really great read, issue number 4. And then we've got, oh my gosh, Eric Larson's kicking ass. He's writing this book, Spider-Man Noir, issue number 4. I'm enjoying that. And there is his variant cover B. Eric, if you watch my channel, which somebody told me you do, really appreciate your work. We do follow you on Instagram, and then we also, oh my gosh, what was the other one? Threads. Oh, we follow on Threads. We get involved in all kinds of conversations, so it's pretty cool to interact with you, Eric. So hopefully, I appreciate you very much. I just want to let you know that. And then we've got the Ultimates number 19, and then we also have Ultimates number 20. Holy crap! I feel so bad for Nick Fury. He is a life model decoy that is in a loop that he is trying to save the world. That is the original Nick Fury. It's just a crazy character, how they use it in the Ultimates. And then I'm going to show you two versions. So this is a Ultimate Endgame number 1. So the problem with that is, look at that. There's a tick right there, right there. This one's actually not too bad with just 2 minor ticks, but it's a lower price point for the books with the ticks. And if you can find clean ones, like this is perfect. $8.99. I've seen them as high as $9 and $10 a piece without damage. So they actually created a market to where you're like, a lot of times you're like, okay, Scotty Young, I love your cover, but there's a tick here. This one's only got 1, Nick. 2. right? But the ones that had like 4 or 5 ticks, they were just like, just the weight of it just crushed the spine. We went ahead and turned them back into our store to get a credit on them. But I kept some because I don't know if we're ever going to get them again. So non-tick books, and then look at this one. Perfect. Perfect. No damage. But that's cover D by Cafu. And that's all capital letters. I don't know if it's abbreviation. Do you guys know what his name is? That a legit Peach Momoko variant? That's cover G. Clean. So clean books are going at a premium, and regular books are going at or below cover price. Look, tick, tick. Yeah, boom. Yeah, that sucks. I just wanted to show you the big storyline. So I wrote on here with spine ticks. A lot of people still want the art, still want the books, but then I got some without spine ticks. We got duplicates on that one, and then we've got Ultimate Wolverine, number 13. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the Ultimates. I'm holding my breath. Michael said there's no way in hell that they are just going to end this without continuing with something. We started to see some sales promos for a future story, The End, but The End is another series, the end of the Marvel Universe type deal. So you have to check it out. Don't have any details on that. As soon as I do find out about upcoming stories, are they going to continue the Ultimates? Who knows? But Peach Momoko's X-Men number 23. This is a great series right here. World to Come. This is continuation of the Marvel Knights stuff. Love that one. And then new number 1, part 1 of 4, The God Hunt. I don't want to say anything, but the suit. Where's the suit? How can you have Exo Man of War without the suit? It's crazy. Love the story. Love the art. I'm really happy that my Valiant universe is alive and well under Alien Books Publishing. All right. So this is going to get into some crazy stuff. So we were down at Oxford Comics in Atlanta, Georgia, and I was trying to find some wheeling dealing, but unfortunately the personnel was unable to do any wheeling and dealing. So then I concentrated on cover books or close to cover book price. So this is Absolute Batman. All the different printings. Why? Because people are demanding it. People want it. The regular first printing of this is up to $200 now. So you go buy a cover A for $200, or you get a 4th print, 5th print, 6th print, 7th print. So you can get it, to own it, to read it. You'll have an opportunity for trade paperbacks, but that's why they have all the printing. The demand is there. So go to your local comic shop, go to their previous release books, and go look behind the front cover, and they might have it go deeper, and you might get lucky and find a lower printing, or maybe a first printing of one of these books. You never know. I can tell you it's very slim, because a lot of these books are going right on the back shelf after people are trading them in, or the values are crazy for first printings. But I picked them up because I know I've got some people out at our booth that need some copies so they can actually read it. And I have sold out of all my Batman, so I literally am getting multiple printings. So we got number 7, 4th print. We got number 6, a 4th print. Love that cover. Number 5, 4th print of Absolute Batman. Great cover here. We have number 4, a 5th print. Number 3, a 6th print. And literally number 2, 7th print. And we were lucky enough to get a 9th print. I think that is the Batman Day variant. If I'm not correct on this, please leave it down in the comments. But Nikki was telling me we believe that this is Batman Day printing. But we'll fix it if it isn't. We've got another Ultimate Endgame number 1. This is a clean cover. This is a 1 in 50 cover R by Lozano. That one's, I had to grab that. And then look at that. That is gorgeous. This is a 1 in 50 cover P by Daniel. This is volume 4 of Edge of the Spider-Verse number 3. Love that cover. Had to get that. And then this came out of this. So Thundercats Deluxe Mystery Blind Bag contains 2 Dynamite variants. Well, every one of these packages is going to come with the blank blind cover eye blind bag. And then you are going to get a variant in here, which I don't have here. I'm going to show you. So we can't find any comps on this one. It's cover N by Zulma Lavina. So this came in there. This is a virgin variant, and you can't find this anywhere. I've checked websites, other comic book stores, but inside the comic, if you open this up, it gives you a cover gallery, and this is at the end of the cover gallery. So this is one of the cool variants, but I don't have any comps for it. So Nikki told me to sit on it until we get some comps, because we don't want to overprice and we don't want to give something away if it's got big value. But you can find these 2 books came out of that package. This package originally came out for $15. I'm seeing this going as high as $20 to $25. So definitely recommend grabbing one of those while you can. All right, just keep on going. Just keep on trucking. And then we've got this snuck in here. So this is a clean cover E of Ultimate Endgame. I'll fix that later. And then we got to one more. Hold on. We've got the Vampirilla. So we got this, and you're like, what the hell? I'm tired of blind bags. But out of here, there's your cover price, right? Plus tax. This is going anywhere from $15 to $20 just for that. Cover Y by Linsner. Beautiful looking cover. These ones can go anywhere from $15 to $25, but we haven't seen any comps here recently. So Nick asked me to just hold on to this one, but we're going to bring that one. We'll sit that one down in our booth for that in the future. Let's see, I got to get that out of there. Where'd it go? Oh, I sat it down. Okay. Sorry, Nick. You're right. But anyways, so these will be down at our booth. All right. Then we were able to go to our fellow booth down there at Stokesdale Marketplace, JCR, I believe. But anyways, it's booth 72. He's got a large selection of older books, and then he's got a small box of money books now. So if you go to his booth, you can dig through there. You can find some gold. This is some cool stuff that I needed to fulfill my series and some reading. But this is issue number 2 of Marvel Zombies 2. Love that Soydum variant cover. And I did feature these in a pull earlier, but I've got to get these going down there. I've got this. This is a Bugs Bunny. This is a stamp booklet. It's numbered 065772 of 100,000. Love it. Bugs Bunny. Love it. It is a little bit crinkled. This is shrink wrapped, but this is a comic book with stamps in it. So it does have value, and I love that one. And then we've got Marvel Zombies number 2, number 1. Love that cover. And with zombies going on right now, I had to pick up the back issues. And then Ultimate Iron Man. There were 2 versions of number 1. It was a 50-50 ratio. It's all right. Both beautiful foil covers, both in great shape, both direct editions. If they were newsstands, they'd be more valuable. I thought these would have higher value, but that's a good pickup at $10. Now, this is another blind bag variant back in the day. This is one of 3 variations that you could get out of the blind bag. It was all color, black and white with color, and then it was flipped. Pretty cool. Love that one. But this is Splat. If you don't remember that, he was real big on Moon Knight. But it's beautiful artwork. But that's Grayson, number 18. And then, J. Scott Campbell, we follow him. Yes, we do have a top 10 with all his books sitting here. It's been sitting here for 3 months, And then also, we just got in an exclusive signed book of his right here. I can't wait to open that up. We'll save that for a future video. But J. Scott Campbell, number 0, volume 1, 1995, Gen 13. I pick them up whenever I can find them. Love it. And then we've got, love that cover, cover B by, what is that? Souza? Love that one. Yeah, it's Ben Rowley's costume. But that's Earth's Mightiest Heroes Avengers number 48. Then we got Jim Lee. Speaking of Jim Lee, earlier for Hush, but from DC. Love that. That was a reboot. Fantastic Four, issue number 4. Definitely pick it up. Love his art. And then we got Daredevil, Man Without Fear, 297. Typhoid Mary. It's a great story. Last Rites. And Gambit. Every time I see Gambit, we buy it. We put it in our back stock. It sells as fast as we can get it in. Stories. The story starts here. Number 25. Double-sized anniversary issue. And then look at that. Jimmy Palmiotti. This is an awesome book. This was what was it? Was this New 52? I don't remember now. Jeez Louise. Or right after, but I think Jimmy has the rights to GI Zombie now, which is pretty cool. This is issue number 1. We have issue number 3. I do pick that up whenever I get it. I love it. And then the last but not least, Ron Lim, Heavy Hitters Dragon Lines from Epic Comics. I was like an adult theme from Marvel. Told you this was a big week, but we threw in our pickups from our other one. I wanted to get these down to the store. Somebody had asked me about them. So these will be at our booth. And then the big stuff of the week. Look at this. These are our ratios. We still buy ratios. We just don't buy all the ratios anymore. But we do get Amazing Spider-Man. That's a 1 in 25 cover Q by Garbett. Love that one. Look at that. This is number 15 of Absolute Wonder Woman, right? Is it 15? Yep. Cover D. So what I did not know, they take the hard stock cover, charge you $1 more, and then they put the other comic book inside it. So if you flip this up, it's cover A. So a lot of people were saying that the Batmans, if you take the cardstock off of a $100 book and then you have a $200 book inside, well, what the hell, right? Why does the value change that much just because of the cover? Well, people want the cover. And also people are destroying their Absolute Batman variant covers trying to get to the cover A. So risk reward, people. I'm not recommending that you take an X-Acto blade and try to cut the material right here without damaging it. But then you can always check your book. If it's a staple that has play in it, then you know it's got a tight staple, you don't have to worry about it. But if it's got a loose staple, somebody took the cover off. Did I help or hurt the industry by talking about that, Nikki? I just wanted you to be aware. But that's cover D by Lyrics. And then, holy crap, why didn't I buy 5 of these? Why did I not ask them to pull 5 of these? Why did I not get variants of this? Absolute Batman Arc M is insane. So this book, Batman is heavily produced, but so many people are being brought into this industry that everybody's been buying everything Absolute Batman. I had to pay more than cover for this and a couple other locations. So find it if you can at cover, and if not, it goes as high as $25. Just keep an eye out for it. This is Predator Badlands number 1, cover P by Kafu. There it is. There he is again. Love his art. Second print, 1 in 25. Holy crap. Love his signature. Very distinct artwork. Got to find him and follow him whenever you can. Speaking of Absolute Batman, we're getting to the end. Hang in there, guys. This is Absolute Batman number 13, cover E by Dragotta. That is the 1 in 50. Nikki, this is too cheap, dude. This is going between $60 and $80 now, Nick. Beautiful. Beautiful cover. All right. But we'll keep it as it is. Here's Amazing Spider-Man 19, cover P by Bermejo. Amazing Visions 9 of 25. That's Amazing Spider-Man 19. That's the 1 in 100. Oh, I got to put a sticker on that one, like that one. All right, I'll fix that before we go. But this is also Amazing Spider-Man number 18, 8 of 25, cover P by Bermejo, the 1 in 100. That is an iconic. That is awesome. That is superb artwork, design, and execution. And this is just sad, devastating, gorgeous. This one's as high as $200. This one's as high as $150. His artwork for these ratios is going up. So if you can find these, definitely recommend picking them up. All right, now here we go. So this book right here with no ticks, this is the Stonehouse variant. Without no damage, $400 to $500 for this comic book. With ticks, you're trying to get as many as few as possible. But I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3. It's devastating, right? And then over here in this one, 1, 2, 3. So these could be $400 to $500, totally clean, or $100 to $250, depending on the amount of spine damage. So the printing process has created a market for clean books and then damaged books. You have no choice, really. But that is the one that you're trying to find other than the 1 in 1,000. This is called the Stonehouse variant. And that is out of Ultimate Endgame number 1. And then this is our last one of the show. Guys, this is Sorcerer Supreme number 1. It's cover Q, Rose Besh art. It's a virgin variant. 174. My little ink thing is going out of my pricing gun. But gorgeous. Love it. This one is as high as $250. Holy crap. $250. A lot of people out there are starting to know who Rose is. We've been following her for a while. But love that artwork. All right, let me get that out of the way. That concludes our new part of the comic book. But I did promise you that we were going to open up these 2 end games. So the other thing to look, I'll show you down here. The other thing to look for is these look super clean, right? You don't see the plastic damaged. So when they crisscross, the weight of them destroys the spine. So I am, fingers crossed, I think Mike and I have set some for a special endgame unbagging, but I have to do these ones here right now. So let's go back up to the big screen. Got my scissors. Thanks. We're going to find out. Yeah, I can't help it. Michael's going to be mad that he's not here. Oh, don't cut the comic book, being a dumbass. It opened. Here we go. All right, let me go. So these are the 2 super clean bags and boards. Are all these new books that we get from Acme Comics downtown. Downtown is now Strangeway Comics that changed at the beginning of the new year. So Acme is on Lawndale. We're Battleground and Lawndale split. Holy crap. All right. Holy crap. Look at that. So this is one of those foil variants. Yeah, that's going to make me sad. So do you see it? This is why they wanted to be able to return them. You can see it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ticks. I was kind of hoping this was clean, but you can see it through the whole book. So I don't have one. I want one, so I'll probably keep this. It's also damaged here. My goodness. Maybe this is going back and I'm taking the cover off. Well, that's sad, but that's a beautiful maker foil variant. Clean. This one's in the 30s to 40s, but like this, $6-7 at the most, damn near close to cover price. Well, that's disappointing. All right, let's go back to the next one. Last one of the video, Ultimate Endgame. I thought these were going to be super clean, and I thought, what the hell? Let's open a couple. I know a lot of people did a bunch of unbaggings. Everyone's been complaining about it. We're late to the game. We got these books. They're new to me, so they could be new to you. So we are going to pull that out. Ultimate Endgame. Let's see what this one is. Scotty Young. Not clean. God bless. All right. Tick, tick, tick. Boom. Well, it just goes to show the bags look clean. Damn. Well, that's it. I've got one of these. I may keep this one. Same problem. They haven't made the announcement or not if they're going to re-release it correctly. I know they've got Daredevil blind bag coming out. Man. I know. Hey, Troy, there is a Daredevil blind bag coming out. So not only can you not tell what's in the bag, neither can Daredevil. And that's from Nikki. Troy, I'll smack him for you. I love you. Hey, guys, I really appreciate hanging out with us. We are going to get out of here cleaned up. We're going to head down to the booth and restock it for this weekend, the big snow weekend. So it'll probably hurt our sales. But these books will be down there and available for you this weekend. Guys, reach out, contact us through all our channels. We always interact with everybody. I want to say thank you for all the love and support for my birthday wishes and the Happy New Year. And we'll see you on the next episode of Behind the Hunt, On the Hunt, in the Top 10.